Not enough interest to warrant a release. It's Mega Man! Hey guys, J-Man Selections on the Jzone here to do a new, bring back a segment to my channel that I haven't done in a while. It's the ATI Rant, which means addressing the issues. And the issue I'm going to address today is Crapcom, or those of you may know them as Capcom. They've really dropped the ball on what they've done now, and it's really annoying me. One of the things that I'm just going to go over first is pretty much the death of Mega Man. They don't want Mega Man anymore for some reason. Me being a big fan of mascot type characters like Sonic, Mario, Ratchet, Jak and Daxter, you name it, I'm probably a big fan of that, of a mascot type character, and I like their games, apart from Sly and Cooper. I never really got into that series, but the death of Mega Man, like, they're not bringing out Mega Man games anymore, and recently they just cancelled Mega Man Legends 3, a game, mind you, that loads of people dedicated their time into making, like, basically dedicated their time into the development of the game, deciding up character designs, different stages and certain stuff, and they just say to those people, no, you know what, we're going to cancel the game, because apparently people didn't show enough interest in there, because around about 3,000 people were helping with the development. But the thing is, just because 3,000 people are helping the development doesn't mean 3,000 people are interested in the game. Tons of fans are interested in Mega Man. I don't see why you would cancel it. Capcom has always had this stupid stance that outside of Japan, Mega Man isn't popular, when clearly it is. I don't see what the problem is. It may not be the most popular franchise, but why are you killing off Mega Man like that? Cancelling Mega Man Legends 3, a game which many people are looking for. Like, what are people playing on the 3DS right now? Zelda, a game which came out ages ago. That's about it. Street Fighter. Okay, there's a 3DS version of Street Fighter, which is literally Super Street Fighter ported onto the 3DS. Okay, and Dead or Alive. That's about it. Those are the only decent games out on the 3DS. One of them which is literally, no, two of them which are literally like sort of ports, and one of them is the original game. Like, it's ridiculous. That would have been a nice game for people to play on the 3DS. I don't know why Capcom, I don't know why you have this stupid stance that Mega Man isn't popular outside of Japan. Even back to Mega Man 2. If you guys aren't Mega Man fans, you won't know this, but Mega Man 2, which is an old school classic game, the normal mode for players that are outside of Asia and oriented places, so basically North America, Europe, Australia, you have it outside of Japan basically. The normal mode for that game is actually an easy mode for the people that play in Japan. It's horrible, and it is really stupid. I don't see what the issue is with Mega Man. I really think that was a stupid thing to do, and thank God one of my favourite developers, CyberConnect 2, the guys who do all of the Naruto games, they're also doing Asura's Wrath, which I think is going to be a great game. Those guys might actually be saving the game, and they might actually pick it up, but still, Capcom, what was the point of cancelling that? Then the next thing, I hope this I Dare doesn't become popular, because it does, I will... basically, on the new Resident Evil game, Resident Evil Mercenaries, it wasn't a very good game anyway, because the review scores tanked. Apparently it didn't even sell well in Japan as well. But anyway, apparently that game only has one save file, and you can't erase the save file. So if you buy that game used, you're screwed. And not even that, say if you buy the game new and you say, oh, you want to borrow it to a friend, or just borrow it to a family member, they're going to have all of your save data on there. So that means you may start off with a level 1 character, but you're going to have all of the high level weapons there. It just totally takes the fun out of the game. I know game developers are trying to tackle the used game market because they don't see any money in it, and this is probably one of the reasons why we're going to go into digital distribution. But the thing is, I don't see why we're only seeing this in the game industry. Like, okay, so I buy a used car, so do I have to go and pay an extra 10% because apparently Ford or Mercedes-Benz didn't get the money from me buying a used car? No. When we buy other used products, there isn't some sort of way of just nerfing the item we have. I buy a used anime DVD, I don't get any sort of extra payment, or used manga. I don't see why the gaming industry is getting so upset over it, and especially Capcom. It's annoying. You guys are probably, the gaming industry was labelled recession proof. Loads of developers, and mind you, big developers, are acting like they're losing. They are losing quite a bit of money off of it, but they're acting like they're totally gonna go under just because of the used game market, and it's not the case in many issues. But I understand people shouldn't buy games used in spite of the company, or they shouldn't just opt to buy a game used when the new versions is only like £5 more. But one save file and you can't delete it. What if someone supported you and they want to give it to someone else? What? Crapcom, if this turns out to be something that gets popular and it works and that game actually sells, we're going to be seeing this for all of the games we buy. It's ridiculous. Why, Crapcom? Just greedy. And then there's the biggest one, Marvel vs. Capcom. They're releasing an Ultimate Edition for Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Mind you, a game that was a fun game. The game is really fun. I like the fighting mechanics, I like the visuals, but it lacked enough content, especially compared to its predecessor, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is probably one of the most critically acclaimed fighting games ever. Why would you release a new version of that game not even a year later? This is worse than EA with their constant sports games. This is worse than Activision with their constant Call of Duty games. It's horrible. It really is horrible. I don't see why you have the audacity to release a new game in under a year's time. And the thing is, I found out why they did this, because it was this was all meant to be DLC, and I found out the reason why they did it. And I have a little bit of sympathy for them, because the Japan crisis affected all of the developments in Japan. Like, if you're an anime fan, you know that the spring season, a lot of shows actually have one episode missing for them. I know Pokemon has 2 episodes missing for that, but loads of shows literally have 1 episode missing. And I can understand this affects all spans of industry. Their production slowed down, and this is going to affect the gaming industry. And some game releases actually got moved back. I remember MotorStorm Apocalypse, because of the name title, that got moved back. Like, loads of things got moved back. I understand that, but there's no excuse for you releasing the game in under a year's time. This is worse than Activision and EA, which I think are the worst too, because they just... And the thing is, it's not all of their fault. It's the people that buy it. There's the sheep that follow them and continually buy these games. So I'm not supporting any Capcom products anymore. I'm not supporting any Capcom products anymore until I see an improvement. This is ridiculous. Why? And the Mega Man thing is really annoying me, but the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 thing, yeah, I understand Japan incident, but still, what's the point? In the game itself, the game is Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright. A raccoon who I've never seen before. And no Mega Man X. No Mega Man X. Mega Man who made your company. Mega Man who continuously, when you do make games for him, I enjoy them. I enjoy Mega Man 9 and 10. They're some of the greatest DLC games that this generation, honestly. Some of the greatest DLC games. But no. You cancelled Mega Man Universe before this as well, which I thought would have been a decent game for the consoles, but no. But still, Phoenix Wright and a raccoon. I'm not buying. I'll tell you what, this. I'm not gonna buy Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 new. I'm gonna tell you that. I may buy the game, but I'm not gonna buy it new. I'll buy it used when it's cheap and when it's pretty much affordable. I'm not buying that game new. No way, I'm not supporting Capcom. I was going to buy Dragon's Dogma new, I was going to buy Asura's Wrath new, not until this slew of things happened last week that just really pissed me off. You, Capcom, you are what is killing the gaming industry right now. Some of these developers are starting to just implement different things, but Capcom, you are one of the worst. And before people start talking about how this has happened on the the PC for ages, the whole DRM issues. The PC has a way higher volume of just hacking. There's more hacking prominent on the PC than there are on a console, so I don't see why this is happening. But Crapcom, believe you me, you've lost a lot of fans. A lot of people will not buy your games new anymore. A lot of people aren't going to support you anymore because This is bullshit. All in the space of a week, this all happened. All in the space of a week. And I've just noticed this trend. You keep re-releasing games. People don't want to buy the new Street Fighter games or Street Fighter vs Tekken because they know they might release a new one. Street Fighter vs Tekken version 2 Ultra Third Strike Ultimate Edition. It's ridiculous. It really is. The audacity of some of these companies. But honestly, tell me your thoughts. Crapcom, you've lost a customer. You've probably lost a lot of customers. RIP Mega Man. I really enjoyed that franchise. Some of the best games ever created, but Crapcom doesn't want it. Fucking retarded. Really retarded. Just Namco Bandai for the win. I agree with Zobi70. I know he's all on this Namco Bandai thing, but I agree. Namco Bandai, these guys are awesome, but Capcom, screw you. Everyone, let's just not buy any of these Capcom games anymore. If you bought the original Marvel vs. Capcom 3, do not upgrade. If you have to upgrade so much, you have problems because the roster of characters they have there aren't that great. Or if you have to upgrade, please buy the game used, just in spite, because I want Capcom to suffer for what they've done. I don't want people to lose their job, but I want Capcom to realise that they can't be pulling this stuff, or at least what I want to get out of this is for the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 thing not to do very well. Capcom apologises for some of the bullcrap they've done, and they release and maybe they should just release some type of DLC add-on for the people that bought the original game. That's what they should do alongside the new release. Right now I'm just annoyed. This rant ran on for too long. Just Capcom, eat a dick. J-Man Productions on the Jzone. Live and learn. Good luck and God bless. Please do not buy Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Tekken vs Street Fighter. I'm debating whether to get that game or whether to buy the super special Third Strike Ultimate Edition, but peace.